Good morning. It's Johnny Sunshine. What's happening, guys and gals? Let's see what time it is. 8:10. Johnny went out to dinner last night. I hit my favorite place, Mr. Tequila's. I've been on a really good diet since this storm hit. I call it the broke bitch diet. Yeah, peanut butter sandwiches, fucking spoonful of peanut butter a few times a day. Anyways, yesterday was a good day. Did a couple service calls, getting rolling again. I got another person who rented the cabana for a week, which is great. These guys who are here, it's like they're not even here, man. I never see their truck. They park on the other side of the house. Just really good guys, and they're here to help us. They're here to make money, but they're helping, man. They're making a big difference in this community. It's still ravaged. There's going to be a lot of, hopefully that storm is the last one. I know they're talking about pretty bad weather for today here, but hopefully no more hurricanes. Once I get the all clear from the Weather Channel, I'll take down the rest of my plywood and clean this place up, and little by little I'll turn this place back into the Airbnb that it used to be. My fence, I'm going to try to salvage some of that. I had a good idea. Over at Gorman's, there's got to be 5,000 pallets in the fucking parking lot, in the yard. And I was thinking, wow, maybe I could really design a very cool looking fence out of pallets. Instead of buying these, the price of fencing has gone way up since the storm hit because there's such a demand. So Johnny's kicking around a few ideas. I do have my chain link fence. That I can bridge some gaps with, just to keep the dogs in here. So the service call I went on yesterday, the first one was she told me that they called the county, and the county told her. They came out and checked it. They said the backflow is clogged. It needs to be cleaned out. So that was my intention when I got there. Immediately I realized that it was something different, low pressure, and then realized that it was low pressure on the hot side, or no pressure. The only pressure that was on the hot side was water going when a faucet was open at the kitchen. Half of the cold water was going into the hot pipe, so it was crossover, and I was on the right path. Unfortunately, I do not do a lot of tankless. I just have, since they came on the market, I was like, I'm not going to get involved with these things. You open it up and, it looks like the dashboard of a fucking airplane. And I just stayed away from them my whole career. But, and I'm not embarrassed by that, Some people, there's a lot of niches in the plumbing industry. Like Mikey, I called Mikey Pipes yesterday. He was gracious enough to call me back. And by the time he called me back, which was very, very quick, I had resolved the issue. The water heater was up and running. But it was nice that he called me back, and it's nice, that's the kind of shit that really makes America great again. We totally don't see eye to eye on politics, but you know, if we really in this country, and I'm guilty of putting it front and center, but if we got back to the old don't discuss politics and religion, man, it'd be a lot better place. Because me and Mikey Pipes and all the other plumbers, whether you're on the right or the left, we've got way more in common than our political differences. So anyways, he tried to explain to a total fucking idiot. I mean, I just didn't know what I was looking at. I have a good idea. I've been watching a lot of videos. But, you know, the thing is, like I said, I don't know much about him because I never did it. But that would be Mikey. Mikey does this shit every day. But he might want to, you know, if somebody threw him a blueprint at 7 o'clock in the morning and said, go rough this house in, he'd probably be in the same boat I was in, not knowing where to start. I don't know how many houses Mikey Pipes has plumbed in his life. Probably not one. He probably has not started a job from start to finish, a new construction house. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. He's got his niche. Like I had my niche. My niche was new construction. So I'm getting my toes wet with this service, and I think I did pretty good on that. I mean, my deductive reasoning and following that scent and where the problem is, I got to the problem pretty quick on that house. And thank God the damn thing fired up eventually. I think I turned it on and off like 3 or 4 times. And it finally kicked on and stayed on and produced hot water. A lot of guys had comments. One guy said, well, why do you keep running in and out of the house to get the thing to fire on? You could just open the valve at the heater. Well, I could have done that, but then I'd be standing in a fucking puddle of mud on the outside of the house in work boots, you know, tracking shit into the house. I could have gotten a hose out. I could have done a lot of things, but, you know, like I always say, there's a million ways to skin a cat. I did what I did. I got in and out of there in an hour and a half. Pulled some aerator flow restrictors out just to help in the flow of water, draining those pipes to the individual fixtures quicker, so that they can get hot water instead of standing there for 20 minutes waiting for hot water. The guy talked about a recirc system. Recirc systems on a tankless water heater are, you know, you got to buy a tankless water heater with a recirc system. It comes with the pump inside of it already. And you don't want that thing kicking on all fucking day and night. So I was just like, you know, bud, after the fact, it's a problem in that house. So I just want to give a shout out to Mikey. Thanks, brother, for responding to my fucking Mayday call, and I appreciate it. And if you ever get a plan thrown at you to build a new house, feel free to give me a call. I'll give you some pointers, man. It's a different game. We all have our niche. Johnny's just trying to survive down here in Florida, and I think I'm doing okay, you know. I stay humble and try to joke at what I don't know, you know. I mean, we don't know a lot more than we know, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit out there, a lot of things changing on a daily or by the minute in this world. Everything is different. Every time you open a package, it's different. These people, the manufacturers, and these people with computers and these designs, everything fucking changes, you know. Yesterday I did what I had to do. I didn't cause any damage to things. It's like disarming bombs, really. When you're playing with shit you don't know anything about. Just opening up that thing, I could have broke the fucking plastic panels, hiding the screws. God forbid you see a fucking screw on a goddamn tankless water heater, you know? So all in all, it was a good day. I was supposed to do a water heater today, and thank God I didn't go buy the fucking water heater. I've had at least 5 texts from this guy, and they're long. I mean, just this guy likes to text, you know? It's like reading a fucking chapter in a book. And then I respond, "Yup, nope, okay, see you tomorrow, thanks, brother." Yeah. Anyways, this guy tells me to do it. He's like, "You got the job." His last text last night at about 9 o'clock, he texts me and says, "Listen, me and my friend are going to do it, so I'm not going to need you. But I will tell you that, you know, I had other people come, other companies, and you were about $1,000 less than everybody else for a 40-gallon gas water heater." And so that would have put them at about $2,500 fucking dollars. He said, "And I like your process, the way you did it. You said send me a couple of pictures, the whole water heater, top and bottom, so I can see what's going on there. Stand back, take a picture." He said every other company had to send a guy out, so that an estimator, you know, a guy who goes out and he's like, "Wow," you know, to himself, he's like, "Yeah, that's another fucking water heater. They're all the fucking same." But they make it look good, you know? They make it seem like it's a big fucking deal. So anyways, the son of a bitch, thank God I didn't go buy all that shit yesterday. I made the decision to pick it up this morning. And thank God I did that, because I would have been pissed if I had bought all that shit. A new fucking expansion tank, water heater, shut-off valve. Yeah, I wouldn't have been happy if I wasted all that time. And I wasn't happy that I wasted at least a fucking hour going back and forth texting this fucking yutz. But it is what it is. You don't get them all. He's free to do what he wants. So he said, "But I like your process. I like the way you did business. You're an honest guy, and I will highly recommend you to anybody I know who needs a plumber." And I said, "Thank you, but you know, when you're in business, you need to be collecting information as much as you can to see what your competition is getting for things. You know, Mikey Pipes put a video up yesterday, which it's not going to play well in Florida. If you don't make $150,000 a year, don't call me." Well, that eliminates about 98% of fucking the people who live in Florida. This is a po-ass state, man. People ain't making no $150,000 a fucking year down here, man. It's a right-to-work state. Right to work for fucking nothing. So Mikey, little fucking, you might want to pull that video down, brother. That ain't gonna play well in fucking, you know, the trailer parks in Orlando. Yeah, sometimes you put a video up and you wish you could get it back, but all it takes is a fucking keystroke. Push that fucking delete button and it's gone. Start over again. Think about it for a day and then get the fuck back to work. Put something else up. But yeah, I don't know how that's gonna play. I mean, one week you're doing shit for free, the next week you're saying if you don't have $150,000 a year coming in, don't call me. You might want to move to Sarasota. Sarasota is one of the richest counties in Florida. I'll sell you this house, my business, my phone number. Fucking $1 million. $1 million. I walk away with $1 million. You can have everything. My phone's been ringing. I've got a good business. I've been in business for almost 28 years now. Well known. I'll even stay on for a year. But you can park your trucks here. There's no deed restrictions. Think about it, Mikey. I mean, you might have to sell the old fucking Cybertruck. That motherfucker who built that thing, is an evil genius. He's an evil man. I mean, look at who he hangs around with. Fucking Donald Trump. Come on. Anyways, Mikey, I'm fucking with you, man. You know I'm straight up. I just tell you what I'm thinking. That video yesterday, might want to pull that one, bro. That's all I'm saying. That ain't gonna play down here in fucking po-ass fucking Florida. Motherfuckers are working from fucking minute to minute. Never mind week to week. Fucking goddamn, the hourly wage you get down here, you can't even buy a fucking candy bar with that money. It's too expensive. I gotta work for 2 hours to buy a fucking candy bar now. Jesus Christ, man. So, if my phone doesn't ring quick, I'm gonna jump up on this fucking roof and start hitting these patches that I need to fix, man. I mean, I just did a temporary fix. I need to go buy some, what we used to call Lexanite, roof cement, whatever the fuck you want. I call it a big fucking mess. BFM. That shit gets everywhere. I don't give a fuck how hard you try. You'll be like, Jesus, how the fuck did it get on my goddamn nose? How did it get on my steering wheel? Jesus Christ, it's on my fucking shift in my truck. Fucking toilet seat. Motherfucker, man. Anyways, let's see how fucking deep we are into this video. Yeah, that's gonna be good enough, guys. Johnny's got to get hot this morning. I'll put another video up this afternoon. Yesterday was a good day. I think I put up 3 videos, man. Getting back into the swing of things here. I was gonna buy my guys who was staying in my guest house some Mexican food. They are Mexican. The guy calls me Mr. John. Mr. John. Great guys, man. Just friendly, quiet. Literally, you don't even know they're there. But I was gonna buy them. You know, typically when I have a guest at my house, I cook dinner one night, you know, and I share it with them, with the guests. If they're around, but these guys, it's, you know, they work late and I don't want to show up with food and they've already eaten somewhere. So, but that's typically what I do. I'll share a dinner with these people, whoever they are. I'll bring it over and give it to them. They don't have to, it could be uncomfortable. Maybe they don't want to sit with somebody they don't know. But I just, you know, it's a nice gesture. And I like to cook. I've been watching a lot of videos of these guys in the Italian restaurants cooking pasta. And I gotta tell you, it appears that every fucking thing they make starts out with a fucking tablespoon of fucking butter, a tablespoon of garlic, a little oregano, a little fucking white wine, and a fucking some olive oil. I might have already said that. Little white wine, and then throw in some fucking marinara. Cook some pasta, man. Al dente. It continues to cook. I could work in a kitchen. I love cooking, man. I'd like to be I could work in an Italian restaurant. It's been fun. I've been watching a lot of them videos, guys. Yeah, watching Steve Lab change a filter on a fucking goddamn oil tank. You know, after 4,000 or 5,000 fucking times. I need to watch somebody cook some pasta. That's gonna do it for me today, guys. Have a great day.